Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Chaos Child, and we're just continuing with our shopping with all the damn girls, and we're probably in hell. But anyway. Hey, Miyashiro, what do you think about this outfit?
Oh, it's wonderful. Such a pretty color.
I want that.
What do you think, Yuki?
It's good, I think. I see. Yuki doesn't like this stuff, guys. That's not true. You can't lie to me, okay? Oh. 4 of them were talking in front of the store. I sat down on a nearby bench, feeling a little exhausted. This was the 7th place we'd been to, and we still hadn't bought anything. We'd gone from one shop to another, down a street filled with huge crowds. My head was starting to spin. Hey, Taku, which skirt do you like better? This one or this one? The one on the right. Yeah, but I don't know if I'd look good in all this. Wait, was that for you? Go find clothes for Yuki. Aw, you don't have to get so mad. I'm sorry, Takuru. Yuki came out of the store just in time to see me get mad. Let's go home. I don't need fancy clothes after all. What? I quickly stood up. No, that's not what I meant. But we're here to buy stuff for you today. The conversation cut off. She shrank back and looked at the ground. She was staring at her feet, a look of despair in her eyes. I realized my mistake and scratched my head. Well... Yes? I'm probably not the one to talk to, but... Yes? I think you're taking things a little too seriously. Like Harusu said, you're part of the family now. Feel free to be at least 1/10 as selfish as Onoe is. Are you talking about me? I can hear you! I ignored Sarika and looked back at Yuki. Yuki had just lifted her own head, so her eyes met for a moment. We quickly looked away from each other. So don't worry about me. She seemed to think for a minute. But after a while, her pale crimson lips began to softly move. Alright. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Come on, you two. Let's go to the next place.
Kurisu came over and grinned at me. What?
It wouldn't kill you to be nice to me too once in a while, you know.
Wouldn't kill you to not be a bitch sometimes, would it? But no, still always being a bitch to me. She's very nitpicky, but, you know. What are you talking about? We're, like, not nice to anyone.
Hey, how about Parku next, guys? There's other things I want to get besides clothes.
Kurisu chuckled, then took Yuki's hand and walked off in the direction of Parku.
Wow, it's so cute!
Nobody asked you. You know, you've been being good up until, like, now. Stop it. You were being good up until we made lunch and now, and it's just like, you've been kind of bitchy for a little bit. You've been so good most of the day. Like, why are you bitchy right now? Why are you bitchy bird? Don't be bitchy bird. Don't be bitchy. It's been really good today. You know what? It's funny. I'm sorry. You grouchy because I didn't come over and play with you today? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We didn't play with you today. I didn't. You was just being so good, I forgot you existed for a while. I'm sorry. I like it better when I forget that you exist. No offense. Because I don't want to yell at you for being an asshole. Because you're being cute right now. Yeah. You're being cute and good. This is the little bird that we like. Yeah. Not when you're screaming and we have to tell you, shut up, goddammit. I hate you, bird. No, because, like, when you're being nice and you're not screaming, you're actually kind of cute, aren't you? Yeah. He's actually been good for, like, the last, like, 4 or 5 days. It's weird. I've lost count. It's like, I mean, he has moments, and you're like, "Oh, stop it!" And we still have to yell at him, but, like, I've only, in the last, like, week, put him in his cage with a blanket on him once. Because it was just like, you have to stop, because you've just been doing this for way too long. But, like, he'll scream like that for a little while, and then, like, okay, he's gonna be an asshole now. Could you not? Just telling everyone how good you've been lately. Don't be a dick today. Yeah, this is great. This is exactly what we're looking for, right? Well, see, that's better. Chirp like that. We wandered around Parku for a while. Parku was a shop that sold natural fashion-style clothes. After having Yuki try on several different outfits, they finally found one they liked. Figured it was more like a mall. Even I almost gasped when I saw her appear from inside the changing room. Well, she does actually have a whole other little outfit. Aw, look, she's so cute. Yuki fidgeted awkwardly as everyone complimented her. I wasn't used to getting compliments either, so I knew how she felt. But even I said, yeah, you look like a totally different person. The outfit looked that good on her.
Thank you. I'll take this one then. Why not have them take the tag off and wear it now? Oh, okay. Chikuru, we had to put Yuki's uniform in a bag. Carry it, okay?
Sure. I hung the shopping bag off my shoulder. Yuki quickly tried to grab it off.
No, I can't have you do that. I'll carry it. Let him. That's why he's here today.
Seriously, otherwise it'll sucked that I didn't carry at least one bag. I don't want to carry all the bags, but for God's sakes, if you drag me around for hours. You heard the lady. It's better to just do what the Empress tells you. And remember what I just said? Don't worry about stuff too much.
Look, Yuki, they have these cute accessories over here. Want to check them out?
Oh my God, stop! I literally just got done telling you that you were being fucking good, and now you're being the biggest fucking cunt on the planet. Stop it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do we not just compliment you for not being a raging fucking douche canoe today? And you won't now shut the fuck up. Oh, God. Ugh. Asshole. See, she's calling you. Go talk to her. Neelix doesn't want to play right now. Play by your goddamn self. Quietly. I gave Yuki a little push on the back.
Okay, just for a little. Thank you.
Yuki went over to the rest of the girls, but not before turning back to look at me several times. They all lined up and started to examine the jewelry. I couldn't help but smile a little as I watched them.
Thanks, Takuro. This is a big help.
Now, well, you know, you helped me out a lot too, right? During my physical therapy and when I made the newspaper club.
Oh? Are you feeling like you owe me?
Oh my God, go play with your fucking bird friend before I fucking choke him. Like, just sit over there. I'm sorry, Neelix. I'm sorry. You've been so good. But, like, I need you to just go over there and, like, just deal with him because he won't shut the fuck up and now he's being a raging cunt. He's been so fucking good and so fucking quiet the whole fucking day until now. And now he won't shut the fuck up. Seriously? Why do you do this? You have been so fucking good. Why do you insist on being a raging cunthole right now? Oh my God, I hate you. Did I just say that, like, sometimes he's cute and then he just does this? He has been so fucking good all goddamn day. All fucking goddamn day hasn't made a fucking peep. Like, he's chirped a couple of times and, like, whatever. But now he just won't stop fucking screaming for, like, the last 10 fucking minutes. Seriously? You suck. I'm sorry, Neelix. Poor Neelix was comfy and I, like, shoot him away. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you, but your bird friend's a raging fucking douchehole. And if he goes in his cage right now and he starts screaming, the blanket's going on him because I can't handle it. Like, you've been so good all goddamn day. Why are you being a dickhole now? God, asshole bird. Like, it's like I can't take 10 minutes of that. It's obnoxious. Of course I do.
Then you'd better start paying me back.
Paying you back? How? This is supposed to be Yamazoe's route, but I feel like Karusu's here too fucking much and being too, like,
Aren't you, like, grateful to me? Oh my god, you should come hang out. Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever.
oh my god, Karusu, just fuck off until your route, okay? Like, this is Yamazoe's route, not yours. Karusu's mischievous smile seemed a little scary. We focus more on her right now. Come on, Yuki, you need to get some cute undies, too. No, I'm fine with the normal ones. That's no fun. And there was a lingerie place over there, wasn't there? Okay, she's like, no. No. I mean, unless they're like lingerie because it just sells like undergarments. But like, don't say lingerie when you're talking about like little child underwear. That's gross. It's not lingerie. They're just underwear. Like, stop. Okay, well, I got some stuff for you. What? Huh? What? Taku? Not? Let's go! Yeah, I'm gonna not. Like,
Right, come on, Takuru.
wait, no way. I can't go inside an underwear store. Like a Victoria's Secret? No, thanks. Like, well, most dudes would be, but like, also, there's not really a lot of stuff there that, like, I'm just saying. I tried to resist as Kurusu dragged me by the arm. Not for, like, Yamazoe.
That's not true. A lot of boys go to pick something out with their girlfriend.
Whoa! A teenage boy should not be going into a lingerie store to pick out sexy underwear with their girlfriend. That's just... Kurusu. Wow, what the fuck? What? They do?
Takuru, I hope you get a lover like that soon, you know?
Listen, Mom. Weird. Arimura and Sarika stopped to look at me and said, nope, not happening for a while. You've got that right. Listen, you guys. The two of them started to cackle. It was the truth, so I couldn't say anything back. Please. I've gotten more play in this whole fucking game than either of you bitches have. That's not really true because Arimura was dating us in one other round. But other than that, like, please. Whatever. Yuki, however, just stared, blinking and bewildered.
A lover?
I heard her whisper the words mysteriously. Okay, and it's also weird because we're in Yamazoe's kind of like path, and then they're like, let's go underwear shopping. You should get a lover like that soon. I'm gonna need you to not talk about that shit in Yamazoe's route because, like, please don't. That's no. Don't start that. It'd be one thing if we were like in Kurusu's route when you're like, oh, okay, that's gonna be our, like, you know, I'm like, oh, great, we're gonna fall in love with our mom. Which is weird enough, but not in Yamazoe's route. No, don't. Just, gives me the heebie-jeebies.
So, you think this is enough?
Yeah? Kurusu had ended up buying all kinds of things for Yuki, from clothes to toiletries to even decorations for a room. So my arms were full of bags and my joints were starting to ache. You could at least carry some on, Kurusu. Jesus, don't be a bitch. Kurusu, Sarika, and Arimura all had their hands full too. Oh, okay. But as befitted an empress, Kurusu didn't seem to be bothered at all. And half of the bags that Sarika and Arimura were carrying were things they'd bought for themselves. So instead of complaining, they were chattering happily. Yeah, they should carry their own damn bags. Since no one else was complaining, that meant I couldn't either. I'd look like a loser.
Hey, Yuki, is there anything else you want?
No, I'm fine.
Really? Let's go home then.
We all began to head for Aoba dorm as twilight approached. Yuki was walking a half a step behind as everyone else walked in front.
Now it'll look much more like a girl's room.
I hope so. What? God, what are you looking at? Kurusu laughed a little. I looked at her, confused. See, like, now you're being nice. Why can't you just be like this? Why can't you just chirp and be nice and sweet like you're being right now? Why are you such a fucking asshole that you need to scream for like 10 minutes? Now he's in there like playing with his papers in his cage. Like the blanket's not on him. Door's open. He went in on his own. But he's in there chirping and playing and his like newspapers around the bottom of his cage. Like, why are you, now you're being cute. Why can't you just be like this like not like 100% of the time? Why do you scream at all? I'll give you 98% of the time because, like, when you fly, you scream, which is annoying, but, like, whatever, I'm used to it. But, like, why can't you just be like this? Ugh. See, like, now he's being good again.
I remembered when you woke up from your coma.
Huh?
It would have been 5 years ago now, huh? We went to buy things for you like this then, too.
Did we?
Yep, Nun and I went shopping for you. You should be grateful.
I had no idea. I remembered being surprised at how much stuff was ready for me. I see. Thanks, you two.
Hey, did you remember, Sarika, the first and last time we got into a fight?
Oh, yeah, you mean on the roof when you killed fucking Kurusu? No, that hasn't happened yet. I know. It's like, that's gonna really be the last time you get into a fight, but.
We got in a big argument in the middle of this store about whether to buy you boxers or briefs.
Don't argue about that. I glared at them and my face turned red. Oh my god, this would be so awkward. Imagine this. Like, if you were a girl standing there and there were two guys like, oh, did we get you thongs or granny panties? Like, oh my god, that is just, you're being assholes. Like, I mean, it's a fact, it happened, but it's still like one of those, you don't have to bring that up to humiliate me, but that's what you're doing. And like, if the roles were reversed, and these were two guys talking about this, about a girl, like everyone would be, oh my god, what the fuck? But because we're a dude, it's like, oh, you humiliate the poor fucking kid. It's kind of funny, but it's still like, oh my god, seriously? Game. We don't, why do they always have to they're making us so pathetic. And then we can't save anyone. Wait, like, I hope like the final ending is like better, where we're not like, because at least in the common route one, we like tried. You know what I mean? We pulled through, and every other route we're like, we gotta rely on someone else, and I don't know what I'm doing, and like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on. And then everybody's basically like, ha ha, you're a pathetic virgin loser. So rude. You're fucking pathetic virgin losers too, bitches. Stop it. But somehow it's okay to make fun of the boy. But, you know, like, oh yeah, like those white panties you were wearing the other day, Carissa.
Oh my god, you're a pervert. How dare you talk about my underwear? That's so rude and disgusting. You're gross.
But you're fucking talking about my underwear out in public. I'm just saying, the double standard is a little bullshit, and I think they need to get bitch slapped. By me, but then that would be wrong. If I were a girl, it'd be okay to bitch slap them. But like, well, I mean, I don't think Takuta could muster up anything more than a bitch slap. Me being mean to the poor kid. But like, the worst part is if Ito was here, he'd still be making fun of us, and he wouldn't stand up for us either and be like, whoa, that's fucking douchey. If we were talking about your panties, you get your fucking panties in a twist, right? Yeah, whatever. Double standards are bullshit. Just saying. Double standards are bullshit. I glared at them and my face turned red.
By the way, Nan said boxers and I said black briefs.
What the hell is that noise? Why black?
In the end, we played rock, paper, scissors and I lost. So disappointing.
What's disappointing is your taste in underwear.
Huh? You're definitely not a boxers type of guy. Don't you think so, Hina?
No, and honestly, no matter what Miyashiro wears, I can't see him ever getting to show them to a girl, so how much does it matter? Says the girl I showed them to. Who is crying in some kind of fucking basement with my dead body? Yeah, you bitch.
No, that's true.
And again, if there were guys saying this to a woman, everyone would be like so fucking pissed. It's like, but it's okay for girls to gang up on my poor ass like this. It's so rude. I hated to admit it, but it was the truth, so I couldn't say anything back. Oh, see, they've knocked your self-confidence down. I mean, it's probably true, but like, still, you should have more confidence in yourself. Just not because of those magazines. That's going in a whole other route there. As my shoulders shook with rage, and it was definitely rage, not exhaustion from the heavy bags, I saw Kurusu suddenly turn around.
Where's Yuki?
Huh? I'd been so focused on the conversation that I hadn't noticed. But when I turned around, she was gone. I looked around to see where she'd gone. Ow. I found her. I could see the top of her tiny head on the other side of the crowd. She'd stopped in front of a store and was looking through the window pane. Yuki? I went back to see what it was she was looking at. It was a fairly large florist shop. Yuki was staring in amazement at all the plants lined up in the window. We'd been to a lot of different places today, but this was the first one I'd seen her so interested in. Some of the plants were as tall as I was, with leaves growing out of a strong, thick trunk. Some of them were tiny, pretty flowers whose vases would fit in your hand. Get her a chia pet. Get her one of those cute little frickin' potted animal plants. They look like chia pets in the front on that stand. And you can see them, right? On the little table. Like, one of them looks like a little fucking owl. There's like a bunny rabbit. Maybe they're like little chickens, but they're like little burbs. Get her one of those. They got like little tiny like succulents sticking out of the top of their head. I want one of those, whatever it is. I want one now. I felt like you could stare at all the different kinds for hours. I could hear a tiny voice saying, wow, as she looked at them. You like this stuff? Huh? She must not have realized I was there because she looked up at me in shock. And then she realized that she'd been pressing her face up to a store window and blushed. Aw.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
There,
There's nothing to apologize for. It's fun to look at these, isn't it? I like bamboo palms.
I'm a fan of Pachira plants? What's a Pachira plant? Anyway, I'm just going to go with that. Myself. The girls were smiling as they looked at the plants in the windowsill, too.
Oh, I know. Why don't we put something in Yuki's room?
Huh?
We can't take anything too big home with us, and we wouldn't be able to care for it anyway, but maybe we could get something small. I couldn't. I've never taken care of a plant.
You just water it, it's fine. Just give her one of those plants that's basically all I do is water it. Like mine. You just water it. And sometimes you forget to water it, and then you're like, it's wilty, and then you water it, and then it's fine again for, like, forever. I've had this plant for, like, decades. I want to say it's close to 20 years at least, maybe. Maybe. Somewhere around then. It's getting close. It's over 15 years at any rate. Every single person I know that I've ever met in my life probably has a piece of it. Everyone in my family has a piece of it. I have the original plant, but it's it used to be like long and it's shrubby now. It's just a tiny little thing. I have 2 pieces of it. But like I always cut like little sprouts off. Several people at work had it. Like got pieces that I used to work with ages ago. So like my plants made in the rounds. But like we were allowed to have plants at our desk at work. And so a woman I worked with got me my plant for my desk. And then it started to get so long it almost grew up over the fucking cubicle wall around to the other side. And like, yeah. Anyway. I'm just saying, it's really fucking easy. You just dump some water on it. It's fine. Like, it's the hardiest motherfucker if I could keep it alive because I kill air plants. So, you haven't? Oops, hit the wrong button. I was kind of surprised. She'd been so dedicated to taking care of the patients at the hospital that I was sure she'd have taken good care of the plants there, too. There are no plants in that basement.
There was no sunlight in the basement where I lived. They all wilted.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yuki had lived in a dark basement with no sunlight at all. She'd lived there for years, and then finally she'd been abandoned. I suddenly remembered the despair in her eyes when she'd seen the empty basement. She must have remembered it too, because she suddenly cast her gaze downwards. Curtis, who forced herself to speak in a chipper voice.
Don't worry about that. Your room gets lots of sunlight. It was honestly a waste to use it as a closet.
Go fun when you like, Yuki. I still got room to carry a small vase.
If you don't think you can raise it on your own, why don't we do it together?
Together?
And that's right. We're family now, right?
So hurry up before I change my mind.
Okay.
Yuki went inside the flower shop, still hesitant but smiling. As soon as we got back to Aoba dorm, the girls all went to decorate Yuki's room. I, of course, stayed behind. After about an hour and a half of waiting... Oh, do we get to see it?
Brother Chikuru, it's all set. You can come in now.
Yui finally came to tell me it was all right, so I went to see Yuki's room. Oh, I can't wait. We get to see it. It's cute. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, really? I want to see it. I'm so excited. I love interior design. I love fashion. Like, I love all that shit. Like, I have an interior design degree, so of course, I like it. So I like. Oh, look, we're gonna see the reveal. It's exciting. You're gonna be surprised, Takuru. I was supposed to be Sarika, and I wasn't. You sure will. Huh? Is it really that? Oh, wait, we've seen this room. That's disappointing. I feel like this is... No, it's different. Like, when we went into Yui's bedroom, right? It was slightly... Like, she had those little bears that are on the desk and stuff. But there was more in other places. I feel like it's similar. But, like, look, it's not bland and boring, but also, okay, who sleeps like that on their bed? Seriously, that's the thing that's irritating the shit out. That's gonna drive me crazy. Who sleeps like that? If you put your bed in a corner like that, who puts their head on the free end that where you put your head by the you put your head on the other end? That's where your feet go. Who the fuck sleeps that way? That is so weird. Your feet to the wall? No, that's weird. No, that is so weird. No, I don't like it. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. It's fucking bizarre. I just can't. I can't. It's like eating dinner food for breakfast. It's one of those just like a weird, like, I never thought it would just, you know, like the nails on a chalkboard gives you that weird heebie-jeebie feeling down your spine? That's what the idea of sleeping like that is giving me. Never knew I had a weird thing about it, but like, you don't. Your head goes against the wall. Like, you put your, like, because when you put your bed into a wall, if you're like, okay, I'm going to set my bed up on a wall, you don't put your footboard there and then you sleep with your head floating out in the middle of the room. Why are you exposing your head like that? Your feet will be fine. They're in the blankets. As long as one is under a blanket and the other one's exposed, it's fine. The monsters won't get you, but you wouldn't expose your head. That's just asking for trouble. Who sleeps like that? Your pillow would fall off. I mean, like, she's got like a footboard there or a headboard or whatever, but it's not right. It's not right. I can't. Anyway. Wow, I need to leave this room because it's making me uncomfortable. It really was that surprising. It really is. I was amazed at what I saw. Who the fuck can sleep like that? Was this the same empty room I'd seen just a little while ago? There were pretty curtains on the windowsill. A fluffy, girly comforter sat on the bed. A soft carpet had been laid on the cold floor, and the small shelving unit even had some stuffed animals. Probably courtesy of Kurusu or Sarika. It's like we have a carpet. You carried a rug and you didn't know? It must just be like a thinner area, not like an actual, like, carpety carpet. You know what I mean? Like, because that would have been heavy. Depending on how big it is, but even still. Like, carpets, or even just, like, area rugs have, like, a thicker batting on them. Like, the thicker on the back to keep it down, especially on a hardwood floor. So, like, that would be heavy. We didn't know we were carrying a carpet? Beautiful photos and attractive frames now hung on the empty white walls, which had looked like something from a hospital room. The light bulbs had even been replaced with ones that cast a warmer shade of light. The desk, chair, and shelves, which had only been used for work, had now been done up into something much more appropriate for a little girl's room. On top of the shelves was the plant Yuki had picked out, Schefflera? What's a Schefflera? Schefflera? Its leaves were bright and green. Schefflera, also known as a dwarf umbrella tree. Why can't you just say a dwarf umbrella tree? I can pronounce that. An evergreen decorative plant with many palm-shaped leaves at the end of its branches. It's a hardy and able to avoid leaf scald even in direct sunlight, and cold-resistant to boot, which makes it a relatively easy plant to raise. Yay, neat. Now I want one. I can't kill it. Maybe. Probably can. This is incredible.
I know, right?
As I looked around the room in amazement, I saw a tiny girl looking sad in a corner of the room. It was Yuki, the room's owner. What's wrong, Yuki?
I've never had a wonderful room like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I couldn't help but laugh as I saw her clap her hands in front of her chest and fidget. It's your own room, so do whatever you want. Sit on the bed or something. I patted the cute comforter on the bed. you're inviting her to bed? Miyashiro, you're such a perv. You're the perv because you're thinking this, you creepy bitch. This, like, it's part of Arnemura's charm, but it's also just annoying that everybody is making these gross comments throughout this whole route. Like,
oh my gosh, oh my god, let's go get panties. Oh my god, remember when we let your underwear? Oh my god, you're inviting her to bed.
oh my god, could you all stop being creepy perverts? You're the creepy perverts, but then you gotta make me look like a creepy pervert because you're being a creepy pervert. That's not how it works, Arnemura. You're the one with the inappropriate thoughts. Stop it. Stop projecting onto me. It's annoying. I am not. Is this all you ever talk about? I'm so glad we're standing up for ourselves here, though. Aw, don't get so mad. It was only a joke. No, but you're being creepy and gross. Stop it. And that's how I get arrested. Like, that's how I end up in jail because you made a creepy comment and everybody's gonna believe you. She's the one making creepy comments about that, but seriously, that's exactly what happens, though. Don't make creepy comments unless it's true. This is how people get in trouble, man. Coming from you, it doesn't sound like a joke. Yeah, it's not. You're being weird, Arnemura. Although, that's why we love her, but she is a little pervy and weird. I glared at Arnemura, but she just stuck her tongue out and laughed. She kind of was like that in her route, but... Sarika, Kurusu, and Yui all started laughing, too. Always at my expense. I take a personal offense to it, because, like, I'm just so used to that, too. Like, everybody, like, oh my god, and you're like... Wow, you just take everything out of context or make anything that comes out of my mouth sound stupid despite the fact that you were the one that just said the stupid, but it's me somehow? I know a lot of people that do that and it frustrates the fuck out of me. So it's like a personal attack in this game. Oh my god, you're being weird. You're the one that's being weird. You're the one that said something weird. The fuck? Not in this sense, like, but like, you know what I mean? Like, Artemura said something stupid. But then everyone's like, ah, Takuru, look at you. Excuse me, I'm not the... What? What the fuck? I'm just existing over here. Personally affronted on behalf of Miyashiro. Yuki, however, just looked around at everyone as if she didn't know what we were talking about. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetie. They're all fucking freaks and assholes. Every fucking one of these bitches. I'm gonna become the serial killer and take them all out. You don't get to laugh at me, Sarika. I brought you into this world. I will take you the fuck out of it. Which we actually kind of did in that route, didn't we? Did we? We tried. Me, Sarika, Kurusu, Ito, Aremura, Kazuki, and now Yuki, the newest member of the Hekio newspaper club, was here as well. We all looked a little tired. Our meeting to decide what we'd put in the next issue hadn't been going well at all. Maybe we need to learn to shut the fuck up, Miyashiro, about trying to push this other shit. Just zip it. This is why... See, we kind of sometimes deserve when people are dicks to us, but at the same time, we don't. Like, but we also need to learn when to stop talking. Okay, I think it's time to call it a day. I'm the club president and I'm making my decision. Just decide on doing the behind-the-scenes report on the festival. It's easy. No, that's too obvious. Give it up, man. You're not still thinking about doing the Return of the New Generation madness anymore, are you? No one cares now. He's not wrong, except for us. We care. Kurisu's face contorted with sadness for an instant when she heard the name Return of the New Generation Madness. She was probably thinking about Senri Minamisawa, the killer who'd committed suicide. They never told you it wasn't her, though. No, it doesn't have to be the New Generation stuff. It could be something else, like... Since Kurisu is here, I didn't want to go into it any further, but it still seems strange to me. No one cared about the New Generation Madness anymore. In that case, it altered every aspect of our lives and attracted the attention of the entire nation. And now everyone had just forgotten about it? Personally, I think it's just so over. It's the epitome of over. When I saw how casual Aremura was acting, I only became more suspicious. It didn't make sense. What was the reason for this difference between me and everyone else? You're crazy?
How about we make this fair, everyone? We can put it to majority vote.
Yeah, better. Kurusu seemed eager to smooth things over, and she's doing the smart thing because majority is going to vote against me. which then we'll go off on our own with Yamazoe, and that's how we continue her route, probably. I guess that's okay. What about you, Miyashiro? Fine by me, if that's what you want. I'd have to give up on persuading Ito and Arimura, the two people who were easily influenced by trends. But I was sure the others would understand.
That settles it then. As vice president, I'll count the votes. First, everyone in favor of doing the Restoration Festival, raise your hand.
I heard everyone gulp a little, and then the veil of silence dropped. Ito and Arimura raised their hands immediately. They being mind-controlled? A moment later, Kazuki slowly raised her own.
All right, so 3 votes. Next question. Who wants to go a little deeper into the Return of the New Generation Madness case? Please raise your hands.
I mean, Kurusu should have counted herself, because she counts. I raised my own hand immediately. What about Sarika and Kurusu? If they didn't go for Ito and Arimura's proposal, then that meant Sarika and Kurusu would agree with me. No. Wait. But only Sarika raised her hand. Kurusu didn't. Wait a second, Kurusu. Why aren't you voting? If you're not voting for Ito, that means you should be on my side, right?
I don't know why, but I'm not feeling really excited about either of your ideas. Can I just abstain this time?
Abstain? You can't do that.
I can't? Then I guess I picked the festival.
So Kurusu's abstaining, huh? Fine by me. Wait, she was about to vote for doing the festival. No, we should respect her wishes and allow her to abstain. Ugh. I deliberately ignored Arimura's cold glance. Anyway, if Kurusu or Kazuki voted with me, I could have made it a tie. At this rate, things weren't looking good.
All right, looks like we have our results then. Oh?
Everyone in the room looked toward a single spot. Next to me, fidgeting awkwardly but still raising her hand, was... I was like, Yamazoe exists. Like, everyone's ignoring her. Yuki?
Let me double...
Oh, that's Kurusu.
Let me double check. Yuki, you're raising your hand because... Yes, I agree with Takuru.
My eyes met with Yuki's. Her little eyes seemed to be sending me a message that only I could see. Oh,
Wow! I saw it too! The two of them were staring into each other's eyes!
Wait, Miyashiro, when did you seduce Yuki? Okay, stop being gross! She's like 8. You are all freaks!
Oh no, he's a lolicon! A criminal! Call the cops!
See, this is exactly the problem. Because that is gross. And everybody else knows it's gross, but they're the ones making the joke, and then I'm the one that goes to jail for it. Or gets labeled a pervert, because they're the ones saying shit. And Yuki's just like, I don't know, what? And like, she's not gonna be like, what? No, they're all perverts. Because she can't stand up for herself. So like, she's not gonna stand up for me. And these fuckers are labeling me a creep. Ugh! That's so annoying. Don't make pervy comments and then act like the person you're making those comments about is the pervert. You're the pervert. Stop it. The whole room started to buzz like someone had poked a beehive.
Jeez, you should see the look on your face.
And it's not a joke joking about stuff like that either. It's creepy. Kurusu laughed and gently put her hand on my shoulder.
Kids can tell whether someone's good or bad. You can be proud that Yuki's giving you her okay.
I mean, technically she's 14. But
She's like kids.
She's only a few years younger than us, but she doesn't look that way. Oh, then again, neither does Yui, even though Yui's supposed to be like 14 or some shit, and it's like, she also looks 8, but Yamazoe didn't age past, you know what I mean? Like, they already kind of explained that. That's why she doesn't look any different, but... Yeah, I think she's like 8. That was like 6 years ago, right? Yuki was glancing up at me from time to time, her cheeks still blushing pale red. Did that mean she'd taken a liking to me? Because that's weird. Of course, that wasn't a bad thing. But none of this all seemed quite real, especially the way everyone was willing to just give up on the New Generation Madness case. Hey, everyone. Glad you're all here. Wakui smiled as he opened the door and came inside. It's weird seeing Shaggy up in here after we know what a son of a bitch he is. Huh? You don't come here often, sir. Oh, actually, I have some good news for you all. I wanted to tell you as soon as possible. Good news? Well, more specifically, good news for Miyashiro. For me? My heart started pounding a little faster when he said my name. You know, you had that discussion you guys were gonna do at the Culture Festival, right? He was probably trying to be as vague as possible because of what had happened with Watabe. When he saw the tension on everyone's face, he quickly continued. The director of the Nikonia video program contacted us. A director from Nikonia? That's right. Actually, they want you to take Watabe's place on the news program that he did. What? Me? A Nikonia news show? Well, even after what happened, Watabe was a very talented reporter, and he seemed to have taken a liking to you, so the director seems to have taken an interest himself. Everything is going really well, and I have a feeling that that's because, remember, Yamazoe's power is something like giving people what they want? Or whatever? So, like, we're like, huh, she's totally on my side, and then all of a sudden it's weird that everyone's stopped talking about that, and now I'm gonna do that, and it's like, everything is... And, like, we saw Yui die, and then all of a sudden now she's fine, and it's like... We're gonna, like, wake up, and this is all gonna have been a fucking dream. I'm just saying, like, she's changed some fucking reality. You know? And so he wants you on as a commentator, speaking from the perspective of a high school reporter. Watabe's news program, that was Nikonia News, right? The most popular source of information around? And they wanted me as a commentator. Could that really be real? No, it doesn't feel real. How about it, Miyashiro? They seem pretty insistent. After the initial shock faded, I felt a weird kind of happiness. It felt like I was walking on top of a cloud. But, could I really do such an important job? If I tripped over my tongue or panicked, I'd look stupid in front of the viewers. Everybody would be laughing at me. It's great, Taku! This is your big chance! My big chance?
Hi, what you doing? Is your bird friend being good now? So you can come back and visit me? He's being quiet, he's taking naps. Uh-huh. You can come back and snugs.
Kazuki's in love with me now, look at her. Come on, what's wrong, Miyashiro? Nikonia News is a huge program. Why the hesitation? That's right. This is your big chance. Everybody else in the world wants it, but you're the only one who gets the super ultra deluxe chance. Now you can show all those wrong-siders the true power of a right-sider. Man, I'm so happy for you. Well... Still, I wasn't sure what to do. Of course, the offer was an enticing one. If it was for the whole of the Hekio Newspaper Club... I would have accepted without a second thought. We all did the investigations together, so it wasn't right for me to take all the credit. And what's more...
Come on, Takuru. If you're not certain, at least try it out. Make it happen.
It'll be fine. You can do it, Taku. No, it's not that easy. Sarika said I could do it, but I wasn't sure I really could. I was a shy person to begin with, so I don't know how I would be able to talk on camera. It's not that big a deal. Just say what's on your mind like you always do around us. Like I always do? And a camera's not a person. Doesn't it make you feel better if you think of it that way? It'll be fine. If this is what you want to do, I'm sure it'll go well. Yeah, because Yuki Yamazoe has magical making everything go well powers. I mean, kinda. That's why everything is suddenly working out for us. Even after all that, I still wasn't sure what I should do, until I felt a small tug at my shirt. She's like the voice of our conscience. You know you want to do it, and I think you should. She's our confidence. You should do it. I think you can do it. It's a very quiet, tiny, meek voice, but I believe it! I mean, she really is, though. Everyone else is like, you can do it, oh my god! And we're like, and she's like, I think maybe you could, probably, you'll be fine. And we're like, I absolutely can do this.
I think that you can do it, too.
For some reason, when I saw how serious she was, even if she was still a little trepidatious about speaking, felt a lot better. What do you think, Miyashiro? I'll try it then. Yes! Now the whole school will hear about our club, and we'll be sure to get a ton of new members. Sarika and Artie gave each other a high five, big grins on their faces. Finally, we'll get some boys in here! Hey, I'm a fucking boy. No, you're a pervert. And apparently Takuru is a lolicon. Stop it, I am not! And Wakui's like, do I need to call the cop? Please don't. Okay, I'll tell them. Oh, I almost forgot. Wakui clapped his hands together as if he just remembered something. They want you to do your first broadcast live from the Shibuya Restoration Festival. That'll be okay, right? What? A live broadcast from the Shibuya Restoration Festival? Which meant, since you're a student, it'll be hard for them to give you any money, so instead they're offering you platinum tickets for the main event. The main event for the Shibuya Restoration Festival is going to be held at the Hikario Theater Cube. Oh, that sounds like a setup. Major celebrities were going to be there, and the tickets had sold out seconds after going on sale. Supposedly, it cost a fortune to get one from the scalper on the internet now. From a scalper, not the... There's only one. Oh man, I'm so jealous! You're like a super VIP, Taku! Since you're a high schooler, they can't pay you. I mean, high schoolers can't get jobs, so yes, they can pay me. Just saying. Damn it! If I'd known, I would have volunteered instead. Oh, they don't want you, Ito. Nobody wants you. Yeah, that's rude. Sarika wanted me to be a murderer. Well, that was something. At least I had something, I guess. As I heard them all complain, my uneasiness disappeared, and instead I felt joy at being chosen. Miyashiro, that's okay, right? Oh, yeah. All right, I'll tell them. He smiled one last time and left the room. Oh, sorry.
That's so great, Takuru.
I'm so jealous. Well, it's only natural they'd choose me. Wow. Wow. We were just over there like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I mean, of course they're going to choose me. I'm amazing. Oh, that statement's a lie.
Taku, you're such a liar.
Then my eyes met with Yuki's again. She got quiet while everyone else had been excited.
Oh, well, I'm glad for you, Takuru.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Her smile was a flower that wasn't quite in full bloom, and somehow seeing it made me feel really strange. That sounds inappropriate, game. Don't even. Game, don't fucking, no, gross, don't, stop. Don't. Period. Stop. Period. Not, don't stop. There was punctuation in there. Don't. Don't do this. Stop it. We stayed there and talked about Niconia news until the sun set and the chime rang to tell us it was time to go home. It's just because everybody keeps like, oh my god, you're talking about, oh my god, and they're being pervy about it, and then I'm like, I don't trust the game right now. I really don't. After the big news, we hadn't gotten anywhere with our next project, but that was fine. We each grabbed our bags and headed for the shoeboxes. I was like, the shoebox, right. It took me a second. I was like, huh? Oh. Right, were you in the lockers? Uh-huh. Hey, if your Niconia news thing goes well, we'll get some new members, right? Oh, Kazuki. And then we could get a bigger budget. It'd be great.
That would make me really happy. The club's going to be a very different place once you guys graduate.
We still didn't know what was going to happen, but they were already getting excited. I ignored them and went to take my shoes out of their box. What was this? On top of my shoes, I could feel something thin, like paper. A love note? I took it out, wondering what it might be. Is this? It was definitely one of those things you put letters in. An envelope. Yeah, that's right. And what's more, it was a very cute envelope, which smelled kind of good. In large letters in the center, it said, To Miyashiro. I turned it around, and there was a heart-shaped sticker sealing it shut. Oh god, I hope it's not Yamazoe. Girl, you're too young to have crushes. I mean, like, you're 8, but, like, I know she's, like, 14 in an 8-year-old body, but it's still weird. Stop it. And she's been living in a basement. She literally, even though she might actually be 14, she's not a 14-year-old in just a very, very young body. She's, like, still mentally, like, 8. Like, she doesn't quite You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't quite get the... please, game, don't. Oh, no. Please don't. I just want to go back and play that first bad ending where we died and went, that's her route. If this is... don't do it to me. Gross. The mind had frozen up for a second, but now it started to race. Like, I have problems when we play Atome games and we have to date the lolly boys who are, like, basically our age or several years older, and they're all in their 20s or whatever. Even if we're playing a high school student. Oh, yeah, but they look 12? Gross. And this girl is like, I don't care if she's 14. First of all, 14 and 17 is still... That's a little weird to me. Let's just not do that. That's... And she's been locked in a basement. She doesn't even look... Like, she hasn't aged past, like, 8. Gross. That's beyond disturbing. And everybody keeps making these gross comments, and it's just, no, please don't do this game. Like, that is just, gross. No. Mm-mm. No. No, no. No, 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 no. No. No, no. No. Just, no. So I'm just very, about the whole thing. The mind had frozen up for a second, but now it started to race. Could this be... No, wait, don't be hasty. Oh, don't be hasty, Takeru Miyashiro. You don't know it for a fact yet. Put it away so nobody sees it. I flipped it around and looked at the other side again. There was a name on the envelope. Yume Aozaki? Oh, okay, so it's not. Thank God. I was like, oh God, I hope it's not. Yume Aozaki. Aozaki? Who's that? I tried to remember, but nothing came to me. She's probably the girl who sits next to us in class and talks to us every day and borrows a pencil from us every fucking day. When we were like, who? Yume, huh? Taku? What's wrong? Huh? It's nothing.
Oh? Did you just hide something behind your back?
Yes, and it's none of your business. I did not. I did not. Oh, that was a lie. Oh, God.
Which means, Hana?
And this too. Guys, it's none of your business. And again, if it were like fucking Kurusu pulling out a love letter and we were teasing her about it, we'd all get punched and no one would be allowed to say, oh my God, that's rude. Leave her be. Oh my God. But because it's me, it's okay. The double standard is bullshit, is all I'm saying. Leave me to my privacy. Kazuki had snuck behind me at some point. She quickly grabbed the letter out of my hands. Although, I mean, I would feel like we should all be able to do this to each other, but you know damn well if we did this to any of the other girls, they'd be like, oh my God, you're so rude. Let her just have her love letter in peace. Why are you such an asshole? But it's okay for them to be assholes, is all I'm saying. Like, come on. These bitches and their double standards. Because you know. Hey, is this
a love letter?
I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to look at it, bitches. You all suck. Everyone started to shout as they peered at the letter in Kazuki's hands and feel that poor girl. That poor girl now is everybody's like, look, it's none of your business.
No way. For Taku?
Seriously? Who sent it? See, this is Artemura. Not Artemura. This is frickin' Yamazoe. Everyone's like, oh my God, he'll never have a girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, he needs to get everything he wants and a girlfriend, and we're like living in this delusion. That's what it is. She's probably a beautiful.
Yume Aozaki? That's how you read this, right?
Wait a second.
Aozaki, the second year?
What? Ito and Artemura gasped in surprise at almost the exact same time. I'm like, who the fuck is she? Have I met her? Have I ever seen this girl? You know her, Ito? Do I know her? Do you not know her? She's the prettiest girl to attend our school in a decade. I told you, we're absolutely in Yamazoe's fucking, like, delusion that she's made for us. I had no idea. I have no clue. The prettiest girl is interested in me. My life is going pretty good. Suck it, bitches! Guess I am gonna go lingerie shopping with my hot girlfriend. Oh, middle fingers as I go off to be like, I will accept your love, beautiful girl. That's kind of funny.
I know her too. They say she's so pretty, it's like she stepped out of the pages of a shoujo manga.
And I'm like, oh, I hit the wrong button. They say she's not just the prettiest girl in her grade, she's the prettiest girl in this school.
Wow, a girl like that sending Taco a love letter?
Hey! I mean, I also think it's strange. I am not unattractive. I am just nerdy and a little bit of an asshole. Kazuki punched the locker. Are you jealous? I'd still love you most, Kazuki. No, Kazuki, there's no need to punch the shoe boxes and find out if they hurt. You're kidding me. Her? Aozaki? That unbelievably special, beautiful girl wrote Taku a love letter. Maybe it's a hate letter, you don't know. Maybe she just decorates them pretty. You're kidding me. It's gotta be some mistake. Or maybe she's just screwing with you. Ito was stomping his feet and throwing a tantrum. He looked like he might be about to weep tears of blood. I actually really like this route now that everybody is like being such a dick to me, and Yamazoe is like, you're gonna have all the wonderful things. In your faces, assholes. This is what you get for making me sound like a fucking pervert, saying that I was gonna die alone. Like, in your face! Don't be a dick! We're gonna wake up and it's all gonna be fake, but whatever. Was this Yume Aozaki really that pretty? Now, calm down, everyone. Ito's right. It could be a prank. we think it's a prank. I tried to play it cool and speak in a calm, level voice. I failed. Give me back my letter and let's find out. Even I could tell my voice was shaking. The most beautiful girl in the school had sent me a love letter. Was this the beginning of a wonderful romance? Was I about to say goodbye to my days of being single and enter the world of the normals? Now, of course, I was already normal, but I meant in the other sense of the word.
Don't do that to Kuru.
Kurusu suddenly turned to me with a serious look on her face. Don't do what?
Don't just decide that it's a prank. It's rude. You have to read it and then give them your answer.
Yeah, I know that. Is that how it works? He's like, is that? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. From the look in her eyes, I could tell that she sensed my excitement. Well, there was no sense in trying to fool Kurusu anyway. Come on, Miyashiro. Read it. Read it now. Right now. Read it quick. Read what it says so we can all hear it. You don't look like he was about to pounce on me. Hey! She sent this to me and it's private. I don't think she would want you all to know. In case I reject her, but like, why would I do that? Calm down, Ito. How can I stay calm at a time like this?
Ito!
All it took was one word for him to quiet down. It's actually kind of funny now. All your teasing and being dickholes. And this is what you get in your faces.
It's not nice to read it in front of everyone. Good manners dictate that it be read alone by the person who received it.
Thank God for Kurusu. Okay. You know what? I'm on your side right now, Kurusu. You were talking about my underwear before, and you deserved a bitch slap for that, but now you're... okay, all right, we're okay now. That's right. So... Aw, Miyashiro, you're such a dork. I tried my best to remain calm as the others complained, and then slid the letter into my bag. Of course, I was actually trying my best to suppress the desire to read it right now. Still, first the Niconia offer, and then a letter from a girl? What was happening to my life? I know, right? All of a sudden when good things happen, you're like, am I delusional? Am I dead? Did I die? Is this heaven? Am I just having, like... And it's the Yamazoe delusion, but... Hey, I'm not gonna complain. I like this. Suddenly I felt a weird sensation run down my spine. Someone was staring at me. I turned around. Let me see. That's Yamazoe's sword, though. And then I saw something huge. Something that most certainly didn't belong here. It was like some kind of twisted piece of art. A dai sword. Yuki was standing behind the rest of the group, staring at me intently with a stern expression on her face. In her hand was a shining, beautiful blade, the dai sword. My mind went blank for a second. This is weird. Yuki? What are you... No! I was like, no, don't put us back into that spot. Yeah, she's, maybe, you know what? You know what I wonder? I wonder if her route, the entire thing, is going to just be like, because if you think about the first bad ending, if you do a negative delusion in that first thing when you get stabbed by her and when you find Yui, and then like you die, I wonder if that should actually be like the true ending. Like, she stabbed me and I died. But, like, you don't have to get that ending. You have to get the one that we're going to get now. But it's still weird because I'm starting to think that, like, as we're dying, she's putting this into our head. Like, I can give people what they want. But I don't think she has time travel powers where she can, like, rewind time and, like, oh, Yui's not dead. I think this is all just in her head. And, like, at some point, we're going to wake up from this delusion or we die. Like, we're literally going to die, but we're going to die happy. You know what I mean? Getting everything we want. And it's literally the last few minutes of our life, but it's going to be like weeks. Because that's just the way it feels. Like, we see that. Like, we see her and she's like, huh? I'm not holding my die sword, but she is. She's like, because we're dying in that alley right now. I just feel kind of sus about it. Because, like, even though she can give people what they want, again, I don't think she has, like, ability to rewind time. And, like, if we, say, hadn't had that shit in the alley happen, I could understand, like, she's just, all of this is just stuff she's doing for us. But I'm just led to believe that it's more like we're dying in that alley right now. So, interesting. There's really no happy endings on this, really, but okay. Huh? What was that? I know I just saw a die sword. I tried blinking a few times, but Yuki wasn't holding any kind of sword at all. Is something wrong? Oh, no. What was that? Maybe a hallucination caused by the setting sun? Hey, Miyashiro, just a little. Just read a little.
Enough, Ito!
Ugh. The tiny little doubt I had eventually disappeared as I listened to the others chatter. Like, we're gonna have this is gonna be a great route. It's gonna be so much, we're like, everything is awesome. Everything is going perfect in our life. Everything is wonderful. We get everything we want, but we're actually dying. But hey, you know, if in your, like, the few moments before you die, you just have this imagination, like, you just imagine everything is wonderful and beautiful and perfect in your life, I feel like that'd be okay. I could die that way instead of being like, I'm painfully dying in an alley with my sister chopped up next to me and my best friend did it, and you know what I mean? This is a way better way to die, is all I'm saying. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here, and when the door closed, dun dun dun, we're going to see what happens. So, anyway, we're going to read that letter. Oh, yeah. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.